Kalman from the Five Towns. Don't know this. L'zeicha nishmas Naftali Yosef ben Chaim Olavas Shalom. I don't have any more information on that one. And from Larry Pearl, once again, dear Eli, once again I would like to commend you on your wonderful service you are doing for Klal Yisrael, and especially that you have returned to the night cheer with Zoom. So we have a night cheer here at 9:15 p.m. Israel time, which corresponds to 1:15 New York time. Am I correct? No. 2:15 New York time.
Wait, Eli, there's no sound. You did something to the sound. No sound.
Ah.
I know.
I did something to say. Oh, I'm muted. That's why. You. Okay. Now, is there sound?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't do anything to the sound. There's a certain tech guy who muted everybody, including me. Fine. So, do Chazara from the beginning? No. Today's shir response to Zeich Nishmas Naftali Yosef ben Chaim and Refuah for my daughter, Hadar Sarah Bat Pesaleya, in the merit of my dad, Menachem Mendel ben Simcha, Talmud Chacham, Holocaust survivor, and Israel war hero. That's from Kalman from the Five Towns. And Larry Pearl sent in, once again, I'd like to commend you on your wonderful service you're doing for Klal Yisrael, and especially that you have returned to the night shir with Zoom. There is a Zoom shir at 9:15 Israel time, which we established is 2:15 New York time, 1:15 Chicago time, and every other place. So tell your friends about it. We started off pretty nicely with over 40 people on Zoom. We'd like to get to over 400 Be'ezer Hashem soon, so help us out. I would like to sponsor the learning on Tuesday night, Wednesday, Yud Aleph Sivan, Zeich Nishmas, a great uncle of my wife. Rabbi, say, hear what's going on here? We're doing great uncles of wives. No, got to step it up. Great uncle of my wife. He was a Holocaust survivor who passed away without any children. So that's a little different. After the war, he joined the Brichau Underground, a group that helped smuggle Holocaust survivors into what was then Palestine under the British mandate. Yehi Zichroi Baruch, Larry Pearl, Yishkoyach. This is from a kid in Washington Heights, a young kid. Dear Rebelli, just a quick thank you for putting the night shir on Zoom. It was my first time I attended the shir live. I finished Shas Mishnais for my bar mitzvah. That's beautiful. These are serious kids. Not like I was when I was that age. I finished Shas Mishnais for my bar mitzvah in January, so this is my first cycle of Daf Yomi. Wow, can't believe you waited this long to start. And I've been enjoying your shir since Brachas Daf Dalid. He missed the first two daf. It's great to feel part of a big group of people, and thank you for your 8-minute daf, which I use it for Chazara. So he learns the daf, then he does Chazara. Looking forward to visiting the shir physically in the new Beis Medrash next time I come to Israel. With appreciation, Zalman Yosef Koenigsberg, Washington Heights, New York, same building as Ari Reiser. Father of Shiva, oh, okay. Now it makes sense. With the father of Shiva, you have a son like this. P.S. I would like to represent Washington Heights. Picture attached. Givaldik. He's in competition with Ari Reiser for, okay. Beseder. How's the Olam doing on Zoom? Getting schwacher and schwacher every day. Okay. So, for whatever reason, I have no idea why we like finished up the sugya on Daf Peites Amud Aleph. I don't think I was ever over the Isser of Bal Tosef like this on Daf Yomi. So I want to ask Mechila from the Olam, and we're holding, I don't know, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I can't even believe this. 12, 4, 16 lines down. It's Noir Vayim. I'm going to try my hardest not to do this again. Rabbi Isai, yes. What? I didn't see, but I have to read this email real quickly. This is from our good friend Kalman. So I'm sponsoring the shir for the continued recovery of my daughter Adar Sarah Bas Pesaleya. Thanks to Hashem and you, the schus of Yeshir and Rabbi Yosef's davening. Is that Yosef Biliak? He became a Rav. Yosef's davening. My daughter is in the midst of a remarkable recovery from an illness which had been getting worse and worse for the past 6 months. Within 1 week after I put in my request, she started. So you see, this sponsoring the shir is mamish nisim v'leflois. Our boy said it's not a joke. I mean, Kalman said so. Nachman Seltzer's laughing in the back. He's going to write a story about this. Within 1 week, nisim v'leflois. How could you not see the ness here? There really is something almost mystically remarkable about your shir. I also have to say how wonderful it is to see you live on Zoom. So 3 guys saying thank you for Zoom in one day. Yesterday, I'm so sorry I missed it Sunday. I didn't know that you were on yet tonight. I cannot promise to be on every single day live because it's the middle of my work day. Chutzpah, he works. Of course, I'll be on YouTube. However, I will do whatever I can to schedule my work around this and make up the work either before or after so as not to break any halachic issues of taking time from my employer. So you see, the Olam is learning stuff here. That's in brachas, right? If you don't mind me asking, why start at 9:15 p.m. your time? Possibly do it at 9 p.m. instead, because for me it means I can't schedule a meeting from 2 to 3:30 Eastern time in the U.S. If you go over 45 minutes, much easier if it was 2 to 3. Okay, Kalman. Shkoyach Kalman. Is that it? That's the message? Shkoyach. Thanks for reminding me. Says the Gemara. By the way, tremendous day for me. On top of my bucket list was I had this desire to be a sandik. They say it's a tremendous chus, and I dropped a couple hints to my son-in-law, and he didn't get them. My father was there, and he beat me out. So at least it was my father. And today I have this chus, somebody from the shir. I don't know if he wants me to mention his name. Dr. Factor is here in the audience. It's going to happen today. 9 a.m. Be'ez Hashem, he honored me with being a sandik to. It's a tremendous chus for me. It's that's one gaiva that I would say straight out. I would like take all the aliyahs and all the I don't know what the I have to give bracha. That's how it works. Is there tachlon today anyway? There's no anyways. Couldn't do it tomorrow? So what if he's chayiv kares every day? Couldn't push it off?
That's kind of sound.
Yeah. I want to give one for the team. I want to take one for the team. The Olam should be zoicha to join us on our cruise when we finish Shas. Every single one. We should all finish Shas together. V'omer Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi. So Yishkoyach Dr. Factor for making that happen. Be'ez Hashem, I'll let you know how it goes. I've never been to an 18-year-old Russian bris before, but it's going to be an experience. V'omer Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi, b'shosh yorad Moshe milifnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, bos Satan v'omar lefonov. The Satan is the Malach HaMavis, says Rashi. It's one and the same. Rebbeinu shel Olam, Torah and Heichani. I want you guys to take this in and enjoy, because this agata doesn't last forever. Vacation is almost over. Rebbeinu shel Olam, Torah Heichani. So Taisus on the spot, like what? Malach HaMavis doesn't know that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave the Torah when he missed the whole Har Sinai. He missed the whole Kabbalah Torah. The whole world knows besides him. Taisus says HaKadosh Baruch Hu's matrid him. He confused him. He didn't want him to know at that time, so that he shouldn't be mekatri against Klal Yisrael. So where's the Torah? I feel that it's not here anymore. Torah Eichani, Amar lo nisati la'aretz. I gave it on earth. Halach etzel eretz. He went down to earth. Amar lo. He tells the earth, Torah Heichani. I want to see what you have. Where is it? Amar lo Elikim Haven Darka. HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows where it is. Yeah. Okay. Halach etzel yam. So he goes to the ocean. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not lying. It's down here. So, but it's not on the land. Maybe it's in the sea. V'amar lo eini modi. It's not by me. Halach etzel tahaim. We got to go a little deeper. We got to dig deeper. We'll go into the tahaim. Omar lei einbi. I don't have shenemar tahaim. Omar loi vihi. It's not by me. V'yom omar eini modi. So the Marsha's kind of goyrus here. Then he goes to the Avdoin and Mavis, which is Gehenim. It's huge. Maybe it's in Gehenim. Also deeper than tahaim, I guess. Avdoin v'Mavis omru ba'ozneinu shomanu shimo. No. We heard a rumor, but it's not by us. You got the Yagati v'lei matzasi. I looked everywhere, I couldn't find it. Amar loi leich eitzel ben Amram. Go to ben Amram. The Maharsha points out here, who were the 4 people that never sinned? Doyle remembers? Yishai, good. Kalav. Binyamin. And Amram. Moshe Rabbeinu's father. So he tells, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, go to the person that never sinned. Go to the son of the person that never sinned. Try fighting with him. Halach, it's a Moshe. He ignored HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He treated Moshe Rabbeinu like a Moshe, not like a Ben Amram. He went to Moshe, somebody that did sin. Omar Loi, Torah shenasan l'cha HaKadosh Baruch Hu, eichani, where is it? Omar Loi, so Moshe kind of lied here. V'chimani shenasan l'HaKadosh Baruch Hu Torah, who am I that HaKadosh Baruch Hu would give me the Torah at all? You're barking up the wrong tree. Omar Loi HaKadosh Baruch Hu l'Moshe, Moshe badoyata. Well, you're lying, you're saying these false things. Omar l'fon of Rebbeinu Shalom. Chamuda, like we had the same lesson yesterday. It's coveted. Gnuza, it's treasured. Because Baruch Hu, what's the right translation from shtasheh? You play with it, you enjoy it, you delight yourself with it. What?
Delights in it.
Delights in it? That's what you said? Delight, that's how the Art Scroll says?
Nachum was given a present last. He gave him the Keteris. What was that? Wasn't now? It
Oh,
wasn't ready?
it's a very good kasha that you're asking, and also I believe the Maharsha addresses it, and that's part of the question that the Tosfos asks. Where was the very good? Because Nachman points out that the Gemara, and we just said, Malchamavis, Rashi says, is the Satan is the Malchamavis. And it says in the Gemara that we learned yesterday as we were finishing up that the Malchamavis gave Moshe Rabbeinu a secret about the Torah. When? When he realized that Moshe Rabbeinu was getting the Torah. So he knew. He didn't know, so maybe he thought, I think this is what they say, he thought that the Torah is still in Shemayim, it's just being shared by human beings. And then he got the shock of his life when he realized that HaKadosh Baruch Hu took it away completely. It's not just, I'm giving it also to human beings, I'm giving it only to human beings, and we have nothing left. Now where is it? What's going on here? HaKadosh Baruch Hu is mishtasheh ba b'chol yoyim, he delights in it all day, every day. Ani achzik toiva la'atzmi, and I should say that I took the Torah. Even though it wasn't so correct, but since you put yourself down and you made yourself, you were anav, tikare al shimcha, the Torah is going to be named after you. Shenemar zichru Torahs Moshe Avdi. It's named after Moshe Rabbeinu, the Torah of Moshe. When Moshe Rabbeinu went up to Shemayim, Mitzayla Kadosh Baruch Hu Shaya Kosher Kisarim LaOisiyos. He saw that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is making crowns to all the letters. Says Rashi, what are these crowns? Shatnez Gats, the letters that we have Tagim. If you look at the Sefer Torah, these letters have crowns on them, 3 crowns. The Kuf has 1, the Nun has 1, but Shatnez Gats has 3. Rabbi Schoenberg, if he was here, he would give you a whole drush. He actually sent me an email he gave a whole speech. He actually did make a whole write-up on it, that Rashi seems a little off, what direction it goes, v'chulu, v'chulu. Amar lo Moshe. So I just want to point out that when we learned this sugya, this exact sugya in Menachos, the Gemara there says beautifully. The Gemara says, B'shasha Allah Moshe l'amaroim, Matzoi l'HaKadosh Baruch Hu she'koshek ksarim la'oisiyos. And Moshe Rabbeinu asks HaKadosh Baruch Hu, what are you doing? Why are you bothering with this? We don't even need it. We don't understand what these crowns are, so you don't have to worry about it. So he says, no, there's going to be somebody, his name is Rebbe Akiva. And he's going to be Doirish Tilei Tilin Halachas. And so Moshe Rabbeinu says, I want to see this person. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, sit down, go back, and watch the movie, the future. And he watches, and the Gemara says an amazing thing. He didn't understand what's flying. He couldn't understand the sheer of Rebbe Akiva. He was darshaning in Torah. He didn't understand, and he had Chalishas Hadas. Until somebody asked a question, and Moshe Rabbeinu said, this is Halacha Moshe Messinai. So they mentioned, Nocha Daitoi, he was, Yeah, Rebbe Akiva said, Halacha Moshe Messinai. And then he asked him, so how come you don't give the Torah through Rebbe Akiva? I'm just saying how strong Rebbe Akiva was. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, this is Machshava also biyadi. And then he said, I want to see his schar. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu showed him how they master kosher barzil, the how do you say, the combing his skin, combing his flesh. And he says, Zutoyer v'zuschara. And then HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, Machshava also biyadi. That's what's missing in this sugya. And now, in this sugya, we have something else that over there we don't really have. Amar Loi, Moshe, this is more of teaching hanaga of ben adam chaveroi. Ain't shalom be'ircha? From your city where you live, they don't say hello? What do you do? You just walked in there and you're just snobbing me out? What's going on? Amar lefanav klum yesh eved shenois and shalom rabbi. I'm your servant. I don't say hello to you. I wait for you to say hello to me. Because Baruch Hu thought, they discussed this. Because Baruch Hu was saying it's more like a Talmud and a Rav. And a Talmud could not, B'kitzur, one of these back and forths that Moshe Rabbeinu held he was a servant, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu held he was a Talmud, Omaloi. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells Moshe Rabbeinu, Hoy l'chala is raining. You should have said, hey, you should have atzlacha with your job of putting together, like HaKadosh Baruch Hu needs his bracha, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu is teaching him derech eretz. This is how humans are supposed to act. They're supposed to say hello to each other. Moilam le'ikdimani adam shalom. You know, you see somebody in the street, you say hello. You don't play chashav. Miyad omar loi. Rashi says it's not necessarily miyad. The word miyad is not exact. It means next time Moshe Rabbeinu went up to Shemayim, he said, "V'ato yigdal koyach hadinoi kasher dibarto." Moshe Rabbeinu gave HaKadosh Baruch Hu a bracha. HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, "Give me atzlacha. Give me next time." Next time he went up, he gave him a bracha. Omer Rabbi Shua ben Levi. The nation saw that Moshe Rabbeinu didn't come down, he was delaying, he delayed. This is the Maisa Egel. Al Tikri Boishesh, that was delayed, Ella Bo'u Shesh. The 6th hour came, it's noon, and Moshe Rabbeinu was in here, what's going on? Says the Gemara, what happened? B'shosha Allah Moshe L'Amaroim, what day did he go up? Zayin Sivan. There's Matan Torah, immediately he goes up to Shemayim. Zayin Sivan. Omer Lem Yisrael, don't worry, let me tell you when I'm coming back. L'soif Arbaim Yoim, I'm coming back in 40 days from now, which means Shiv Asar B'Tamuz. Sounds familiar? Shiv Asar B'Tamuz. Yoim B'Tchilas Sheish Aniba. Arbaim Soif Arbaim Yoim B'Tchilas Sheish Aniba. So I'm going to come back. He didn't tell him Shiv Asar B'Tamuz. He says 40 days. 40 days, but he tells them at the end of 6 hours. By 6 hours. When 6 hours? Noon. So he comes a day earlier, on Tesvav, and started making Yerukas. The thunder, I don't know, darkness, things happen, clouds, a tumult. It's like in America, you have this, today's mamash, if you want to think about Irbuv, you have all the corona going on, and then you have the looting, and the fires, and the people they're not 100% there, you know what I'm saying? They're in a state of, they don't know, like I told you, somebody called me up, he says, can I borrow your gun? Like they don't know what they're doing. It's Irbuv, it's a tumult, like you're not there. When you're not there, because the big kasha, and the all the Bali Musa talk about it, how in the world could somebody that just saw the Rebbeinu Shalom, like Yecheskel ben Buzi, didn't see, and you saw the Eser Makois, and you saw Kriyas Yamsov, and Ma'amad Har Sinai, and then 40 days later you're doing the Egel, like it's we can't understand it. But Reb Chaim Shmulevitz says that comes from depression and confusion, and when a person is in a state of he's not himself, then everything bad could happen. If a person is thinking straight, he says, look, it can't. So I didn't understand what Moshe Rabbeinu said. He said 40, maybe I didn't hear, maybe this, maybe he meant tomorrow. But to make such a quick decision and the Egel, yeah, I understand. But we at least we have to start understanding. We have to begin. Omar Laheh, Moshe Rabbeinu, Omar Loi, Allah Amar. He's in Shemayim. I believe this is the first mistake. When you entertain a Russia, the bad guy, that's a problem. Even if the question is simple, and that's kind of his trick. He starts out slow. Where's Moshe Rabbeinu? He went up. Okay. Omer lahen bo sheish, but he said he's coming back at noon, and it's already noon. V'lo yishgichu olav. So question number 1 was also light. Mace. So he tells him, but he's dead. I'm telling you, he's dead. V'lo yishgichu olav. Her lahen demus mitosoi, and then he goes and he shows them his body. Look, he's dead. I'll show you a vision of it. It's like really not their fault almost. He went all the way to the end. So boishesh means came the 6th hour. So nachamol. Don't even engage somebody, because when you engage somebody like that, so yeah, in the beginning you say, no, he's not dead. But at least he put a little bit of insecurity in your mind, a little bit of a suffix. Once that suffix, I think if the Yetzer Hara would have come right away, hey, look here, he's dead. So they would have had the power to say no. But it's steps, it's baby steps. Where's Moshe? How come he's not here? It's already 6 hours. Get out of here. What are you talking about? No, but there's like 3%. And, maybe he has a taina. No, they told him, go. And then, but he's dead. No, go. But now it's already 10, 15%. Oh, once he's already in, then he shows them the mara. It's like anything else. First he tells you to sin with a small avera. So then it grows, and then it's avodah zara. That's the Gemara. It starts out small and then it grows. Over here also starts out small and grows. Malach, yeah, I don't know. He could do all the tricks he wants. He made noise. He made a thunder. He made a whole Yerukas in the backyard of David HaMelech to get him to stop learning. He does all these tricks. Any trick he can. Look how powerful he is. He's showing you a dead body. A demus of a dead body. Here's Moshe Rabbeinu, your leader, the person you believed in, and he promised he's coming down after 40 days. He's a liar. Look, he's dead. He's a false prophet. He could do crazy tricks. To us, he doesn't have to do all these crazy tricks. He gets us like this. But for them, that they just saw Har Sinai, he had to take all the tricks out of his bag. Do you know what the meaning of Sinai means? Why is it called Sinai? This is because of Nisim. Sinai is a lashon of a nes. Shenasu b'nisim l'Yisrael. So he asks him, that's not a good pshat. Har nisai mibaylei. What's Sinai? Nisai. Something like that. Ella, okay, fine, I'll take 2. Ella har shenasa siman tov l'Yisrael. It was a good omen. Sinai, siman. Okay, it's almost there. So he says, Har Simonai Mibaylei. Why with a nun, with a mem? Amalei. And then this Rabbanon tells Rav Kahana, I have an idea for you. My time l'shchichas kamei de Rav Papa v'Rav Huna berei de Rav Yeshua de meine bagata. I think you should frequent more often by Rav Chizda, who talks in Agada. He could explain you these pshatim. So next time somebody like me asks you, you have a better pshat. The Rav Chizda, Rav berei de Rav Huna, the return value, and I'll tell you what the pshat is. Ma'ar Sinai. If you ever wonder why the Nazis and the sin of the anti-Semitism in the world, so you think maybe it's Yashka, maybe it's this, it starts over here by Har Sinai. When the sin starts from Kina. They're jealous. We got the Torah, they didn't get the Torah, and from then there was Esav Sen Yaakov, the deep-rooted sin that a guy has for Yid. Adayim Azeh, going into Los Angeles, burning shuls for what? Imagine if we burned some churches or whatever. Stop. Or like did you guys see yesterday a lady? Arbet Machfrei. She's holding a sign, Arbet Machfrei, in the middle of one of these demonstrations. Sinna. The Sinna, and it comes from Har Sinai. Har Shiyod Sinna Lumas Ha'olam. V'aynu Domer Rabbi Yosi Bar Chanina, Chamisha Shemis Yeshloi. And this goes well with Rabbi Yosi Bar Chanina. The mountain, the desert has 5 names. Midbar Tzin, Shenitzava Yisrael Olav. Now I'll point out Taisus right away, instead of at the end, that Taisus says that the Midbar is very large. There are different parts of the Midbar called different names. They're not touching, but they're not one, but they're not separate. They're one, it's like different cities within a country. Midbar Tzin, Shenitzava Yisrael Olav. That's where we were commanded the mitzvahs. Midbar Kodesh and Iskachi Yisrael Olav. We became Am Kodesh V'Yisem Lizgula Mikol Ha'amim. Midbar Gdeimos Shenit Gduma Olav. The thing, the Torah that was prior to everything else, was given on Har Sinai. Midbar Paran. What's Paran? Sheparu v'ravu olel Yisrael. Says Rashi, Dikol echad nisabra ishtoi zochar b'mitzvah shuvu lochem la'alechem. After they were separated, they went back to the oil. Each one became pregnant with a zochar. That is the first shidduch crisis of Klal Yisrael. All we had was a bunch of schar running around. I don't know what happened. Maybe the following year was all Nekevis. Who knows? Midbar Sinai, Shiyarda Sina. So you see, Rabbi Yossi says the same idea. That Midbar Sinai means Shiyarda Sina Le'uma Isa Olam. So Yaakov Rosedale is asking a kasha about B'nai Tzlafchad. How did they get in here? If everybody had, so what do you mean? They were born. What do you mean? They were born 3 years later, after Matan Torah. Yeah, but when? It says that night they were Nisaber. Who says that?
Before that.
I was just trying to see if you were peeking in your notes over there and getting the kasha from your notes. But you're right, it is a good kasha. They discuss it. There's a guy, Yaakov, there's a guy in Chicago, a Magachir, I heard him say this. Somebody asked him a kasha, he was Israeli. You got the kasha from the Artskol. Look in the Artskol for the Teretz. Shiardu, but it's a good kasha. Thanks for bringing it up. Shiardu Sina Lumas Oilam. Shiardu Sina Lumas Oilam Olav. Umashmoy, Chayrev Shmoy. What's the name of Sinai? Yaakov, you here? What's the name of Sinai? Chayrev. We had this yesterday. Chayrev. So there's a question, is Sinai also Chayrev, or Chayrev is also Sinai? What comes first? Har Sinai Shmoy. Indeed, the name is Sinai. At the end of the day, the nations were basically destroyed from it. We get the Torah, we are Maila, and they're Nechrab. So, let's go back a second, if we missed this. The first Tana says the name is Chayrev. We also call it Sinai. Rebbe Avo says the name is Sinai, but it has a nickname Chayrev. We learned in the Mishnah, in the theme of how do we know certain things, and there's an asmachta. How do we know that the Sar Azazel, the one you throw off? Little factors here. The guy that gave the speech, the 8-year-old, unbelievable. I don't know, is he still 8? You didn't have a birthday during Corona? But you were on Zoom a lot, right? Do you watch the shir every day on Zoom? Almost every day? What do you say?
Zoom or YouTube.
Every day? What? You're missing a couple. Do you know which ones? You wrote it down?
When his mother went to the hospital to have a baby.
Oy vey. What kind of business is this? No, he couldn't get in. He couldn't log in. His mother's, it's like Yoel Bergman. His mother's sitting there and she watches him. Rabbi say, 8-year-old, missed a couple of days from the beginning of Shas. And he's 8 like the 8-minute dav, I hear. Kashanim, so the Mishnah says that you take a piece of wool, wrap it around the neck of the Sar Azazel, and throw him off the cliff. And you watch the other piece, the red piece, another second one, a matching one, turn colors. If it turns white, you know that it worked. There's a kapara. How do we know? If your sins are like shanim, shanim does not mean years. Shanim means shani, red. Kashel yalbinu, they'll become white like snow. The problem is that the word shanim, that's not how you say shanim. You say shani. Red. What's shanim? Shanim is confusing. Shanim means years. Says the Gemara, it's the wrong word. In fact, the word means two things. It means red, like shani, but it also means years. If you're mamish yeki, when it comes to Averis, you do your Averis every day at the same time. Mamish, you have Tmidim Kisidron, over Averis. That's the worst that's possible. If a guy once in a while is an Averis, no, I could understand. He had a big Yitzhar. A guy every day, same Averis, same thing. he's in a bad matzav. You think that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not going to forgive him. Kashel Yalbinu. Even such an Aveira that you repeat over and over, like Shanim, like the years, that every year, from Sheshim Ebereshis, 5,000, whatever, every day, every year, the same year, I'll still be moichel you. Tremendous thing. It doesn't mean you should do it. But even that has a kapara. Darish Rava, Mai Dichsiv, L'chuna v'nivachacha yoymar Hashem. We say this all the time. When do we say this? Fast days. Menachem, when do we say this pasuk? I don't remember on Thursday. L'chuna v'nivachacha yoymar Hashem. It's just very familiar. Oh yeah? On Yom Kippur? Only Yom Kippur. Like, it sounds very familiar, no? Kinnis of Tisha B'Av. Nah, you're making that up. Maybe it's a song. L'chuna v'nivachacha yoymar Hashem. I think it's in Yeshaya Aleph. Maybe Pasuk Yud Ches. I'm not sure. I once... Fine. L'chuna v'nivachacha yoymar Hashem. So what does this mean? HaKadosh Baruch Hu is telling Klal Yisrael, go, and to be rebuked, go to be rebuked. I'm going to give you Teichacha. Yoymar, Hashem is going to say this. In the future, Hashem is going to tell Klal Yisrael, go to be rebuked. What does that mean? If He wants to rebuke us, do it now. It's not l'chu, don't go. Where do they have to go? Klal Yisrael has to go to a certain place to be rebuked. So the wording needs explanation. Bayuna mibayilei. You want to say no nicely, like, oh, please go. Say, please come. Please come here. I need to give you a little musar. Yoymar Hashem. Why in the future? Omar Hashem. He's saying it constantly. He's giving us musar. Yeah, okay. But when do we say it? Even oh, maybe slichus. Maybe slichus. It's probably what? These guys are screaming and they want to tell us when it is. They're coming out of the screen. I see they're like, of course, and it's on the chat and whatever. Okay. I'm a ratzim. Hashem. But the guy that knows it over there should come here live so that we don't have these shilas next time. Hashem. Oh my Hashem, where's Yedidia when we need him? All right. Oh my Hashem. Says the Gemara like this. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, yes, it is in the future. It's Yoymar Hashem in the future. And where is He telling them to go? You know what? I think it's better off if I don't give you musar. Probably, it might be a good idea for you to go to the avos. So that's what it means. Luchu, go to the avos. They'll give you musar. And Klal Yisrael is going to say back to Rebbeinu Shalom, that's not a very good idea. It's who do you exactly who? Eitzel Avram Shamarta Lo Yedoya Teida. Baruch tells Avram Avinu, your descendants are going to go into slavery for 400 years. And what did Avram do? Nothing. For Zdaim, he davened for us. He davened for Zdaim. But for it doesn't say anywhere that he davened for the 400 years. It shouldn't be 400 years. Yedoya Teida. V'loi bigish rachamim aleinu. We're not going to go get Musa from him. Threw Avram under the bus. Eitzel Yitzchak. So what? Yitzchak, Sheberach es Esav. He gave brachas to Esav. What's going on here? I'm not going to him for Musar. Vayika Shetarid. And when he realized he made a mistake over there, he gave us another bracha. He didn't take it back. Eitzel Yaakov. So should we go to Yaakov? Shamarta lo anoichi erid imcha mitzrayma. And what's the continuation of the pasuk? Says Rashi. V'anoichi alcha gam oloi. Gam means in addition. Gam. Yaakov Avinu knew about the 4 Golios. Gam. All the Gol. Not just going to Mitzrayim. Everything. And Yaakov Avinu was quiet. He was okay with it. I'm not going to go get Musa from him. It's a min neilach achshav. Yoymar Hashem. We want you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You're better than the others. Omer HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Since I see you rely on me, fine. So you know what? Since you have betachan in me, I am going to give you the idea that you could do tshuva And if you have sins that are red, I'll make them white. Unbelievable pasuk. It said also in Yeshaya, Ki ata avinu, you are our father. Ki Avram lo yadanu. Avram doesn't know us. Lo yadanu, he doesn't know us. What kind of father is Avram? He doesn't even know us. V'Yisrael lo yakiranu, and Yaakov doesn't even know us. Doesn't recognize us. Ata Hashem avinu, you HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you're our father. Goy aleinu ma'ilam shemecha, you'll redeem us. Lasad lava yomi LaKadosh Baruch Hu la'Avram, bonecha chatuli. What's this pasuk referring to? That in the future HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to tell Avram Avinu, look what your kids did, your descendants. They all sinned. This is unbelievable. Amar lefanav Rebbeinu Shalom. Yimachu agdusha shemecha. You know what? Get rid of them all. Destroy them. You're right. They deserve to die. Al-Kedusha Hashem. People should know, you do an Aveira, bye-bye. Poof, nothing. Instead of sitting there and saying, Rebbeinu Shalom, it's my descendants, have Rachmanas, Yimachu Agdusha Shemecha. That's what it means. Ki Avram lo yadanu. He doesn't even know us. He doesn't, okay, weiter gegangen. Says the Gemara, Omar, Emelei Yaakov. HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't like that answer very much. He says, maybe I have better luck with Yaakov Avinu. The Havelei Tsar Gidul Banim. Yaakov Avinu had trouble raising his children. He had Tsar Gidul Banim. So they explain, he was more invested, and the more invested you are, the closer you are, right? Like a mother who gets up every 2 hours at night. She's more invested in the child. She has a greater connection, l'chayra most of the time, with her own child. You bring up a kid, Tsar Gidul Banim, at the end of the day, you become closer. You have a kid that's mamash malach alikim. Efshad the boy yiracham alayu. Maybe Yaakov Avinu will do a better job. Omalei bonecha chatu. What should I do? Says HaKadosh Baruch Hu to Yaakov Avinu. Your children sinned. Omar lefanu Rebbeinu Shalom yimachu agdusha shemecha. Get rid of them. Destroy them. Omar says HaKadosh Baruch Hu loy b'sovei tama v'loy b'dardike eitza. I see the old one, the grandfather Avram. He doesn't have good reason. Not in the youngster, the Yaakov Avinu, the grandchild, Eitzah. He can't give us good ideas. We're not getting anywhere with them. They want everybody dead. So let's go to Yitzchak. Bonecha chotuli. It makes for a better story. I don't know if it was that in that order, that Avram, Yaakov, then Yitzchak. Okay? So he goes to Yitzchak Avinu. Bonecha chotuli. Omar lefanav Rebbeinu Shalom. What? All of a sudden it's me, it's my children, they're not your children? Where are you? All the way before Matan Torah, you already called them B'ni B'chayri, my children, my eldest. Now you're putting it all on me. This is amazing. Kama chatu. I love this. I forgot where it was. We had it once before, a long time ago. I don't know, 2-3 years ago in Shas somewhere. Same kind of cheshbon. Kama shnaisav shel adam. Think about it. How long does a human live? Shivim shana. Dal esrim deloy anches alayu. The first 20 years, you can't give a noinish. Anybody that has teenagers, close your ears, knows that they are pretty much brain dead. You can't. What's the biggest defense? Insanity. They're not 100% there. Their brains are not infused 100%. No, not you, Ari. You're 110. There's how many teenagers here? There's 5 teenagers. Hashem Yirachem. I shouldn't have said it. They're a little embarrassed, but they know what I'm talking about. You're not. It's good, but it doesn't mean you should go do Averis. Chas v'shalom. The Achronim talking about it. But you can, like a minor. You can't charge a minor for a crime. Sometimes they do. They try to. But there's such a concept of someone that's under 20 years old, even the scientists, ask the doctor, right? Is it true that the brain is not 100% developed? It's not connected 100%. They didn't teach you that? Yeah, he says yeah. Dr. Factor says yeah. So the first 20 years, forget it. You can't give a einish on the first 20 years. You see that in the midbar. You see that Klal Yisrael, when they sinned in the midbar, the ones that were over 20, they got punished. They couldn't go into Eretz Yisrael, v'chulu. The rest not. Pashulu chamshin. So now we're left with 50 years. Dal Esrim v'chomesh de l'levasa. Wow, he's being very generous here. People sleep about 12 hours a night, so you got to knock off half a life, especially if you're a teenager. Teenagers sleep 12 hours. So now you're left from 50 years, you're only left for 25 years. We're getting places. He's a good lawyer, Yitzchak. Listen, he has to do the best he can do. He's trying to, he has to defend Klal Yisrael. His son and his father said, get rid of Klal Yisrael. He has to come up with a better defense than that. Listen, there's only 25 years left that people are alive and they're not brain dead, their cells are there, and they're conscious, they're not sleeping. Now you have to take off 12 out of 25 for human necessities. The tzluya, you have to daven, that's the, umeichal, you have to eat. With beisakise, you have to go to the cleaners. There's a few things they have to take care of. Now, that takes up 12 and a half years of your life. Okay, fine. So now, at the end of the day, after everything is said and done, from 70 years down to 12 and a half years, that a person could sit and learn Torah and not do Averis. So maybe you could take it upon yourself, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the 12 and a half years that they did, that they sinned a little bit, mutav. Vimlav, pagolai, pagalach. Okay, you agree that they're your sons, b'ni b'chayri. My son, your son, we're shutvim. Let me take half of the 12 and a half, and you take half of that, and we have a deal. Mamish, like that's Jewish lawyer. And if you want to throw all 12 and a half for whatever reason, it's not fair, but let's say you want to throw it on me. Listen, I get credit. You owe me one. I'm calling in a favor here. You owe me. I was makir of myself. Akedas Yitzchak. I saw a beautiful pshat here from Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky, real quickly, because we're almost done with time here. It's a beautiful idea that every person has an asayan in their strong point. So there are a lot of people, let's say, that do a lot of chesed. That's their nature. They do chesed. You know what the trick is for them? Not to do chesed. Tell them not to do chesed. They can't. HaKadosh Baruch Hu makes an asayan and says, don't do chesed. I spoke about you once, Reb Nachum. Yes, because you opened the minyan. I said it when you weren't here at the shir. You opened the minyan over there, and I don't know, 5 people at least from your minyan came to me and said, I can't believe Nachum Katz comes to your shir. He's the one that started this minyan. How many years ago? 10 years ago. Never missed the davening. He's the first one there, last one out. And now he's not there anymore. That's the Nisayan. The Nisayan is in where you're good. The Nisayan is like things that you like. You like to daven b'minyan. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, don't daven. Now you don't daven b'minyan. If you could not daven a minyan and keep corona, that's your Nisayan. If you keep davening, okay. So Rabbi Kamenetsky says, Avram Avinu, he was chesed. What did HaKadosh Baruch Hu tell him? Kick Yishmael out of your house. For Baal Chesed to kick a son out of the house, he did it. Yaakov is emes. To tell Yaakov Avinu, go lie, to steal the brachas, that's a tremendous, how could he lie? It's not his teva. It's against his nature. And Yitzchak is din, gvura. And Yitzchak should have said, yes, they sinned, poof, out of here. Boom. Black and white. And for Yitzchak to come up with such a taina, that was his insight. I don't know how it fits in. I mean, he was kind of dead, I think, at the time. But nevertheless, an Nisayan and Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky is beautiful, no? Because we always think about Nisayan in our week. No, Nisayan is what's easy for us. A lot of people, it's easy to give tzedakah. A lot of people, easy to learn. To tell a person that loves to learn, stop learning. Let's say you stop learning now for half an hour. Do something else. Do chesed. That's his Nisayan. All right. Weiter. Fine. Paschu v'amru ke'ata avinu. Yeah. Omer I saw this in the art scroll. If you're already praising me, so Klal Yisrael told Yitzchak, Atavinu, we finally found our father stuck up for us. Give shvach to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Umachvilu Yitzchak HaKadosh Baruch Hu beinayu. Miyad nasu ineim lemorim. Showed them HaKadosh Baruch Hu va'imrim Ata Hashem Avinu ga'aleinu ma'olam shmecha. And then Klal Yisrael accepted HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Omer B'chia bar Abba, Omer B'echana. Royu hoya Yaakov Avinu later the Mitzrayim shal shalosh shal barzel. Yaakov Avinu went down. He should have gone down like any prisoner with the chains. El sheschusi garim aloi. He had a schos. T'chsiv b'chavli Adam emshechem. I'm going to pull you to Mitzrayim. Ba'avoisoi sahava with love. Ve'ei Elohem kimirimiyah, like they put a yoke alechyeim on their jaw, va'at elav oichil, and I'm going to give them, says Rashi, enough strength to continue. All right, Rabbi Isai, it's 8 o'clock. Whoever wants to leave can leave. We'll just do the Mishnah. We learned this already. Easy. But this reminds me of, after 2.5 months at home with Corona, you tell your kid you have to go to Cheder. It's shtickle shver. We just had 3 days of Geshmak Agata, maybe even more. And now we're going back into Shabbos. Hamoitzi eitzim. What's the shear that we're continuing? What is the shear of chiyuv on haitzah, a wood, k'di lavashel beitza kala? And we had this in a similar thing. To cook a very simple egg, which is a chicken egg, and we said, what's the shear? The shear is a gergeres, not a full egg, a gergeres of a beitza. Tavlin, spice, k'di latavel beitza kala, in order to put enough spice on an egg. By the way, I hope I'm not the only one here. That's the only thing I know how to make is an egg, and you put a little salt, I think, and kitzer, I think there are other people like that as well. Beitza kala, to do that, that's easy, and that's how much wood, to make that fire, to keep it going, and that's in fire, but tavlin, kedei l'tavel beitza kala, to put a little bit of spice on an egg, u'mitzdarfen zeh mzeh, and different spices combined together. Klipe egoizim, the peel of a nut. Klipe rimoinim. These are all dyes, different ways. Red, this, istis, upua, kedei l'zboibem, begit koton, pisvacha. The svacha we said is like a snood that they used to wear on top of their head, under their hat, and it's part of the svacha, just the front part. Meraglaim, this is a stain remover. We had this in when we're talking about tchelas and kali ilon. There's a way to see if you take a meraglaim. It's a way to remove, if it's fake, you can remove the tchelas with meraglaim. It's a stain remover. Meraglaim, nesu, buris, kamolia, v'ashla, these 5 things. Kidei l'chabes, begit koton, pi svacha. Small part of the svacha. In order, when you want to be metar beged in a mikveh, you have to first remove. We learned in Nida, you have to first remove the dam. How much of this is enough to take off the dam? Have a wonderful geshmaka day. Shemalois. Hey tzaddik, we're back to the kashas. Hold on, show everybody who the tzaddik is. Every day you ask me kashas. Yes.
What you said was Yaakov and Esav.
Hold on, we have to say it till him. Shema Elois, Mama Kim Grosicha Adinoi. Adinoi Shema B'Kolei Dino, Zevik HaShovis Dikot Echanoi. Im Avinois Tishmo Yo, Adinoi Mi Amoid. Kim Chas Nichol Amanti Vorei. Kimisi Adonai Kivson Nafshi v'Dvorei Cholti. Nafshi l'Adonai, Shemrim l'Boiker, Shemrim l'Boiker. Yechel Yisrael l'Adonai Kim Adonai Chesed v'Abei Moifedos. We've days to Shalom Kalav and Yisrael v'Chenik Obi Yisrael 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 v'Shivi Oim Debim Mokim Rachman Yitzim Yisrael v'Bacham v'Terim v'Shimim L'Ashto. V'Ozman Korei v'Nim Aromein. What are you asking? Say it loud so they can hear you.
Right, you said that Yaakov stole Esav's brachos.
Yeah.
So it could be any son for Esav.
It could be what?
Any son for Esav.
Oh, the sign for Esav.
Because he stole his brachos and
Yeah.
Hashem wants to that way.
Yeah, it could be in the sign for Esav. We don't care about Esav. He's a Rasha.
But maybe
We care about Klal Yisrael. We want Klal Yisrael to do well, no?
but it could be any Sayan.
Yeah. Even Goyim have Nesuyanis. Everybody's Nesuyanis. Do you have Nesuyanis?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
You never had a Nesuyan yet in your whole life?
I don't know when isn't it something I don't know.
No, let's say you want to be chutzpahdik to your mommy. Let's say she says to do something. Yeah, you don't feel like it. Is that a Nesuyan? Not really? Not for you? When are we going to this bris?
9 o'clock. 35 Satanas. It's right. It's like 37, 39. There's Ezra Tachim there. It's in Ezra Tachim.
I should look for it. It's easy to find. Is that the thing?
Across the streets and parking lot with the supermarket parked there.
Is it going to be 10 people? No, W? And we have to wear masks, obviously. Tie. I'm not going to hold him on my lap, am I? No, you put your hand under.
Your hands under his head and you comfort him while we're procedure.
You mamish? You have to comfort?
Speaks English.
It's from America? Wow. You're doing it? You're the what is schus?
We want to see pictures.
Of course. All pictures, video. We're going to get video. It's unbelievable schus. Tremendous. This is Dr. Factor, Rabbi Isai.
With the mask.
He's the one that was Mizakimi. And this is Dr. Factor's son. This is the 8-year-old. He's in Shidduchim. The line. He says he doesn't know what an Nisayan is. He didn't have an Nisayan yet. This is what he tells me now. I asked him what happens when your mother tells you to do something. He's like, oh, you did your Shaila.